Becoming a better mentor. Strategies to be there for young people. Providing emotional support and empathy. Empathy is foundational in making meaningful connections with other people. There are many different definitions of empathy, but all are rooted in the common understanding of what it means to walk a mile in another's shoes. Empathy is being open to imagining another person's experiences from their point of view and striving to find points of connection, not by presuming to feel the same, but by trying to feel with and be responsive to the other person. The benefits of being empathetic in your mentoring relationship are amazing. Communicating that you care about your mentee and want to understand things from their point of view can result in them feeling emotionally supported by you. This can contribute to your mentee feeling heard, understood, responded to, and even respected by you. The good news is that the capacity for empathy is a skill that can grow through learning and practice. Empathy can be broken down to two main actions: perspective taking and adaptability. Practicing and trying things out is especially important in developing these skills. With perspective taking, mentors actively work to understand and relate to their mentees' experiences, and to use this knowledge to be more responsive to their needs in the relationship. Finding commonalities in your experiences can be a good place to start. Although perspective taking is an important first step, it alone is not enough. Practicing adaptability allows you to not only take on the perspective of your mentee, but also communicate how you are being responsive to their experiences. At times, this may mean you need to adjust your approach, your attitude, or your behavior. For many mentors, being empathetic early on in their mentoring relationship requires them to let go of some initial expectations about what mentoring was going to be like and preconceived ideas about what youth might want or need in order to adapt to being in an actual relationship with their mentee. If your mentee's life experiences are quite different from your own, do things to help you better understand their world. Be open to learning and deepening your understanding of your mentee and of yourself. You will not only become a more effective mentor, but you will also be contributing to building a more humane and connected world. See the full chapter at mentoring.org/bettermentor for more tips on how you can be a better mentor. Becoming a better mentor. Strategies to be there for young people. Attunement in mentoring relationships. When you hear the word attunement, the standard definition that might come to mind is of things being harmonious and people connecting to their surroundings and to other people. Much like the common definition, there's also attunement in mentoring relationships. Attunement is a process of paying attention to a young person in the moment and noticing their cues in order to meet them where they are. This often involves reading body language and verbal signs to understand how to move forward in the interaction. To begin, attunement involves calming or centering yourself and noticing your own cues. Ask yourself, am I feeling anxious, worried about my mentee? Have I had a long day already? Am I dragging as I greet my mentee? Or am I excited and eager, building off our last great conversation? As you attune to yourself, you will be better able to attune to your mentee's verbal and nonverbal cues. Young people often communicate with their body language as much as with their voices. So observing cues like noticing eye contact, body posture, pace of speech, and other behaviors can help you respond in a way that makes sense for the interaction. As you read the cues of your mentee, you can collaborate and explore how to best address their needs. You can do that through discussion using a series of questions. Ask them if they are getting to what they wanted to talk about today, or if they have anything else on their minds. These questions allow you to share power with your mentee and give them another opportunity to identify or remind you what is most important to them. At the end of your interaction, ask questions like, "What stands out from our time together?" Questions like these help you to reflect upon and address any points that have arisen in the course of your time together. Finally, and most important, don't give up as you work to develop attunement skills. It's a slow but steady process. And when you misstep, as we all do, don't hesitate to acknowledge your oversight and repair what you missed. Developing these skills is a worthwhile investment that can strengthen not only your relationship with your mentee, but also other important relationships across your life. See the full chapter at mentoring.org/bettermentor for more tips on how you can be a better mentor. Becoming a better mentor. Strategies to be there for young people. Effective conversations about behavior change. When we see a young person doing something that is not good for them or wrong, our first instinct may be to yell, lecture, or shake our heads in shame. If we approach conversations about behavior change as helping to right the wrong we see in others, we run the risk of making behavior change less likely. This righting reflex was coined by doctors William Miller and Stephen Rolnick and can present itself in many ways, such as giving unsolicited advice, like, "If you run every day, you will get better." Moralizing, like, "Cursing is wrong, you should stop." Sharing a warning, like, "Don't you know that vaping will kill you?" All righting reflexes share one common feature. The motivation for change comes from the person doing the righting, not the person who could benefit from changing their behavior. To be more effective in supporting behavior change, start by creating a mentoring atmosphere filled with compassion and acceptance. Try to understand your mentee's values. Ask them, how would you like your life to be different in the coming months? Once you've established an atmosphere of acceptance, you can begin focusing the conversation. A structure you could use is based on the acronym DARN, which stands for Desire, Ability, Reasons, and Needs. Desires are statements that express the advantages of change. For example, your mentee might express, "I want to join the track team and be with my friends." Ability statements reflect the confidence of the mentee to make the change. For example, your mentee might share, "I could totally stop vaping. I'm not addicted." Reasons for change are typically represented in if-then statements. "If I could control my anger, I would curse less." These might be things that your mentee may not really want, but that they can recognize as true. Needs are often expressed with statements that include words like, "I have to," or "I must." For example, "I have to stop cursing so much." If your mentee is motivated to change, identifies the change as consistent with her own values, and expresses interest in changing, then it might be time to begin planning for change. You can work with your mentee to create a plan that makes sense for them. To your mentee, it should feel like, no matter what, I can count on my mentor to treat me with respect, dignity, and kindness. See the full chapter at mentoring.org/bettermentor for more tips on how you could be a better mentor.